got your girl, and she in my rental. We ain't had cable, we ain't even have no channels.
EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Halloween matchup. It's the Dolphins and the Jets, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with Brandon Gaudin alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Singer. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Singer. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 catches, 102 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Noel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
They'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Singer. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Singer. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. From the gun on 3rd down. Singer, quick hitter here, it's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff, you got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. But the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, Oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try to settle for field goals. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the gun on third down, Singer. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Got the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. After 1 on EA Sports. Second and 11. Steps away to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Singer. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Singer. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. It's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Miami set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Singer. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Singer. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Singer. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Singer. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Singer. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Chiefs who have the lead in that one. The Chiefs seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Le'Veon Bell, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Point after, right down the middle. That will tie our game here in the 3rd. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Singer firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Dolphins. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted, a loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
To throw on second down, Singer. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they run him down at the 23. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now a throw here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, Singer. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So they obviously decline that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option. But let's face it, there's no option when they score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough on, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On 1st down, Singer. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Singer. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Singer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Singer. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. The Dolphins on 3rd down, but pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point splits the uprights. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Come on, baby. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get it for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Dolphins going to run the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll try the left side. Meredith, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.